tell you, me want it. Let me tell you how much that I love you. You found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, said no chance, but you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me light. Now that I'm with you, me want say that me love it, that me love it, that me love. Hey, me know go one day wonder without my baby, without me love, without me love. And I dance and sing and I sing because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. Tell me we happy, love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under to get under. I know. With your love and my life control that I lay down my life this way. Do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings they come my way, and all the bad things they turn away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear. Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Shut up, 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 shut up.
Greetings everyone. How are y'all doing? I am still waiting to hear from LaMesha Fuller and Adria English. Both have reached out to me, and we sat down via the Zoom and we spoke. We had good conversation. So first, the night that I came on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have not reached out to this young woman. She reached out to me, and I ended up speaking with LaMesha on a Zoom that day. And then she reached out to me yesterday and said that Adria English wanted to speak with me. So we jumped on a Zoom call yesterday, and we chatted for a moment, and getting everything set up for today. And so I am still just waiting. We're going to see. So when she reached out via my email. Excuse me. And okay. She reached out via my email, and she pretty much, this was November 3rd when she reached out to me. And like I said, I wasn't sure who she was. I thought somebody was playing in my email. And so I kind of disregarded the email at first. And then I spoke to her. I told her, hey, that's not you in the photo. And she was like, why? Because I'm not skinny anymore. And I'm like, ask me how I know it's not you. It's not you. You know what I mean? And so I said, well, what's your phone number? So then she sent me her phone number. And I saw that it was a Texas number. And so I was like, oh, somebody is playing on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, here we go with the foolishness. So I disregarded the email, right? And so I ended up reaching back out to her. I did the live and I reached back out to her. Make sure you hit the like button as you enter, okay? I ended up reaching back out to her. Um, and we sat down on a Zoom, and she also gave me permission to like release the Zoom call as well. And so I'm gonna give it a couple minutes because when she reached out to me, LaMesha Fuller, she said, because, okay, so let me explain. LaMesha Fuller and Adria English are victims, survivors of Sean, and this is alleged. I have to say alleged. I have to say alleged of Sean Diddy Combs. Okay, they are the survivors of his, and so she reached out to me yesterday for Adria and said, Adria wants to sit down as well. So Adria, myself, and LaMesha also jumped on a Zoom call yesterday. And so when LaMesha originally reached out to me, she said that she was Jane Doe and she was the young woman in the photos. And so she wants to know where her babies are. She said that she had been forced to give up her children, that she had procreated with Sean Combs, okay? And she wanted me to help her to remember what she couldn't remember, okay? And so just not, you know what I'm saying, not like the average interview that you have seen her do. This would be something a little different, okay? I'm going to give it just another minute before I go ahead and start because I'm not getting the response. Hey, Jigs. Hey, Nicole. Hey, IDC. Hey, Cosmic Jenny. Hey, Soniqua Davis. Hey, Gaza Gal. Enays holistically. Hey, Trish Cole. Greetings, everyone. Hey, Aubrey Marie. Hey, Jose. Hey, Cosmic Jenny. So I'm gonna just give her a call real quick to make sure that everything is okay. I'm gonna turn this light up to make sure that everything is okay really quickly, okay? And I wrote notes of what I've already picked up on because she asked me during the during the Zoom. Okay, well, she's not answering, and so I think I should just go ahead and get started. Do y'all think I should go ahead and get started? Hey to my mods. And make sure you hit the like button as you come in. I should go ahead and get started. Okay. Because we are already like 20 minutes in, over the hour. And 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes into the Zoom, into the live. So greetings, everyone. So you may have seen the Lionel B interview with, like I said, alleged survivor of Sean Combs, LaMesha Fuller, and Adria English. Now, these, if you don't know who they are, I'm going to just go ahead and put this up so you can see. That is LaMesha Fuller. And this is Adria English, okay? Also known as Cherie. She sent me a couple photos, so that's also LaMesha. And then here are two photos of LaMesha at the time of the return of her going back home, where she says she still has the frame. Her shoulders and stuff are still the same. And, like, this is the photo that has been kind of circulated, okay? Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing. So this is the thing. She wanted me to help her to remember and to tell her about her babies, okay? You said it's sad what she went through. Absolutely. You said this is so serious. I was shook. Absolutely. Yes, they have a lot of videos on TikTok. Yes. You just finished watching it. Yes, yes, yes. So I took notes of everything, and my soul and spirit told me that this interview was not going to take place the way that it should today. So I was kind of already prepared for it. Okay. So everyone who knows me knows that I take what I do very seriously. LaMesha Fuller and Adria English, I did not expect to show up tonight because they are liars. And they knew that I would call them out as such. I'm going to play the Zooms. Adria is a junkie. Jaguar Wright has set these two women into place. Jaguar Wright has set these two women into place. Jaguar Wright has put these two women together and are using them as validating points to her story and to her madness. LaMesha knows very well that she is not the woman in that photo. LaMesha has taken stories from Allie Carter, my dreams, movies. It's getting ready to go down, and they knew it. We did not expect for them to show up tonight. I did not, because they knew what was getting ready to happen. LaMesha is a liar. First of all, LaMesha has telltale signs of her lies, okay? And you're going to see them even in these Zooms that I'm getting ready to show, okay? She's a scratcher. And the whole crying is a falsehood and a fake. And Jaguar sent these women over here because she thought this was going to be her moment. But they already knew. I have gone through these videos and I have taken notes to every lie that was told. First, let's view the Zooms, okay? Please have your popcorn, because I don't know why these bitches would even come over here and play with me, okay? I don't know why that they thought that they would come over here and play with me. She reached out to me November 3rd, and I said to myself, let's just talk about it really quickly before the mess and shenanigans start, because this bitch knew I was going to eat her alive, and I did not expect for her to show up tonight. I was waiting. I could not almost sleep. She knew it, and I fucking knew it. Don't play with me ever. Don't play with me ever. But because you did, you didn't think that I wouldn't do it because you wasn't going to show up, did you? Oh, girl, I'm getting ready to shut you down in such a way, ma'am. All three of you bunny rabbit, dizzy ass broads. Y'all are using Adria as a validating point. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. I did not even expect you to show up tonight. You understand me? Because I already knew it. So First, I told her in the email, that's not you. First of all, that is a either a biracial or a Latin female. And she said, why? Because I'm no longer skinny. I said, no, you should ask me how I know that that's not you. And I said, how old were you? And she said 13. I said, that young woman I thought was 11 going on 12. She said, well, maybe the dream that you had, you didn't understand it. She's watching. She was watching. She told me, she said, I watched you when you did the live, when you said that, you thought you had fucked up. And so after I got off the live and I was putting a mousse in my hair and I'm like, oh my God, I have fucked up. This young woman have reached out to me and I turned my back on her. And Spirit said, Quatita, what is wrong with you? I said, I feel terrible. Yehuda said, you know that's not her. I told you that's not her. She is a liar. And I kept hearing a woman say, she's a liar. She's always been a liar. She has taken things that I've said in my videos and my lives. She has, and this is all Jaguar Wright's doing. I'm telling you, she's Jaguar Wright's puppet. She's from Dallas. First of all, I Googled you, ma'am. And not only did I Google you, I went in depth, ma'am. No. Don't text me, ma'am. You're a liar, girl. 1 minute, lawyer's on the phone. You're a liar. Don't bring your ass over here because I'm telling you what I'm getting ready to do to you right now. Telling you, don't text me talking about your lawyer's on the phone. I'm getting ready to destroy you, ma'am, because there are real fucking victims and survivors to this man. There are real victims. And you kept saying there was a key. She kept saying, I don't want to come out. And then he get off because you knew what you were doing were falsified motherfucking story tales. And it was possible that shit, like, whose side are y'all on? You are letting Jaguar Wright puppeteer you? I kept saying, this is Jaguar Wright all over it. It has Jaguar written all over it. And then you texted me yesterday and said, you sent me I think the lady name is Wanda, the one who got shot in the face. You sent me that, I guess that video. And you said, this is my best interview to date. Jaguar Wright loves me. And I said, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Matter of fact, let me go on and block you, ma'am, because you ain't even got to worry about it, ma'am. You don't bring your ass over here, ma'am, because I'm getting ready to run your ass to death right now, I'm telling you. I don't want you over here because I'm telling you what I'm getting ready to do to you in Adria English. Look, ooh, girl, let's not even talk about it. Let me not hold you up no more. This is the first live, and this is almost like a Mo 3 situation where I'm like, I'm reading her as we go on, and I'm like, you is right, Yehuda. This bitch is lying. And you tried to give me, hey, beautiful. And I'm like, hey. I don't know why y'all keep coming over here fucking with me, playing with me. But since you did, you let Jaguar bring your ass over here. Because, see, I didn't reach out to you. You reached out to me several times throughout the 2-week course from November 3rd until I spoke with you. Nope. Ain't getting ready to be no distractions. Ain't getting ready to be no motherfucking distractions. No, it's not. Nope. Yo, you knew what I was getting ready to do, honey. You know what I'm getting ready to do. So you getting ready to send that over here. You're not gonna do that. I'ma go on and because y'all think y'all gonna do this today. You're not. And ain't. Give me a minute. Let me go ahead and take care of this before I take care of that ass. For everybody that was feeling sorry for her, I feel like it's a crying shame that they would even, use people like that, use people's heart space. You know what I'm saying? Use people's thoughts on their own trauma. You know what I'm saying? Doing the fucking most. All right. I'm gonna go on and just go on and take care of this right now before we get into it. No, no, no. We're not going back on nothing. Y'all thought y'all had y'all one. Y'all let Jaguar Wright talk y'all. What was the end game here? What was the end game? It's actual victims and survivors out this motherfucker. What's the end game? Don't worry about it. I mean, and I just went on live and I was telling everybody, like, it's like
I was watching it.
Yeah, she was watching it.
Disregarded what she's saying because I'm thinking she playing on my email and shit. Like, I'm sitting here to put my makeup on, trying not to cry because I'm still watching it. I'm like, this is crazy as fuck. Like, I feel terrible. It's crazy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I really thought that was a Spanish girl. That's why I'm like, girl, that ain't you.
No, I used to lie and say I was Mexican and black.
Girl, so, okay. So I saw in the email you said...
Y'all gonna quit bringing y'all black asses over here.
Bear with me, Miss Misha. I'm trying to... Okay.
You get like lambda.
Yeah. You said you was in the woods, and then I'm watching and I'm thinking, like, this is the whole Blink twice. You know what I'm saying? And I did the Kim Porter, and the first thing that you said fucked me up because you started talking about SZA and that you went to school with SZA. Mm-hmm. Each time I've talked to Kim Porter, she keeps saying, SZA needs to tell the truth. She needs to tell the truth. And I'm like, so maybe something happened to SZA. Like, what is it she needs to tell the truth? So when you said that, that fucked me up.
Yeah, she when I hit her up a couple years back, I was going to try to go to TMZ with SZA because I was like, girl, you didn't write that music. And the FBI know, like, because all this is into the sex trafficking stuff.
Whoa.
So... And she hit me up, and everybody like, she's rich. Why would she hit you back? Like, but I just got tired of like the internet bully, so I just never pursued it anymore.
Okay. First lie. This is another lie. First lie inside of this Zoom. She said she was tired of the internet bullies. Now, every motherfucking interview that you have seen with Adria English, what stood out? What did she say about this young woman? She said she was in hiding. She has to be. She is in hiding. So what internet bullies would there motherfucking be? Because you have been in hiding. She called me yesterday in a panic, said Lionel B called her and said, do not say SZA's name again, because SZA has now put an injunction saying, cease and desist. Do not fucking speak my name again. This young woman has been arrested for prostitution. I didn't even Google, bitch. I went in to check backgrounds. I've seen everywhere you live from Arlington to Rowlett, Texas, to Dallas, Texas, to motherfucking Fort Lauderdale. You've been arrested twice for prostitution and all kind of shit. Adria is a fucking junkie. And you have a lot of junkie stunts, ma'am. And it's clear that you were there at some of these motherfucking places and parties. I don't take that away. But it's the fact that you keep glorifying the fucking fact that you were a pedophile. And it shows in the Zoom, the second Zoom that I will be showing here momentarily. You, even in the interviews, you keep talking about how you have molested these girls, these children, but I didn't know. But you did know. You are an active pedophile. Why are you not registered, ma'am?
Me crazy. It was like driving me crazy, like in my real life, because I'm arguing with like the whole world. But I never really spoke out about it because when they tried to put me in the mental hospital, his lawyer shot me in my neck with something, but they made me sign a paper saying I would never talk about Chance.
She wanted me to tell her that Chance was her child. Now, she went from having internet bullies because she said who she was, although nobody ever fucking knew who this girl was that's on this table, because Allie also said, I think, that she was on one of these tables, right? She has now taken Allie Carter's story and is using it for her story. Now, she just told you, I never spoke out. So where would the internet bullies come from? What did you and Jaguar junkie ass Jackie fucking Wright thought y'all was gonna do? So is it 2 children? Ma'am, don't come up here, ma'am. Don't come up here, ma'am.
When you was talking about,
don't come up here. It's a wrap, Misha. I don't know why you in this chat. I don't even know why you back here. Goodbye, ma'am.
Like he would
goodbye, ma'am.
For me to see them.
Girl, why would she think she was getting ready to come up here? Why would you think that, ma'am?
When he beat me, he kicked that baby.
Ma'am, you just tried to come up here because why, ma'am? You know I'm getting ready to read you down, ma'am. Don't come over here playing. I got to rewind this a little bit because I don't want them to miss shit. I'm about to point out every lie. Don't worry. We got time tonight. It's a cool Friday. I done got all dressed up. I even asked you, I said, so you texted and said Jaguar Wright loves you. How did you meet Jaguar? You went immediately into your sign. You got the itchiest motherfucking hair as a hairdresser that I've ever seen in my life. Why'd you thought you could come over here and play with me? Why'd you think that? You let her put you up for failure? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You said, I think I might have met her the same way that I met Adria, but I wanted you to tell me that. No, you didn't want me to tell you nothing.
I mean, I didn't even know I was pregnant because I was so high. But
So when you said that fucked me up.
Yeah, she when I hit her up a couple years back, I was gonna try to go to TMZ with SZA because I was like, girl, you didn't write that music, and
you didn't either.
Know, like, because all this is into the sex trafficking stuff. Whoa. So when she hit me up, and everybody like, she's rich, why would she hit you back? Like, but I just got tired of like the internet bully, so I just never pursued it anymore because I felt like it was driving me crazy. It was like driving me crazy, like in my real life, because I'm arguing with like the whole world. But I never really spoke out about it because when they tried to put me in the mental hospital, his lawyer shot me in my neck with something, but they made me sign a paper saying I would never talk about Chance.
So is it 2 children?
It's more than that, to be honest. But when you was talking about he was doing stuff to me where I could see spirits, you know, like he would torture me for me to see them, like to make me be clairvoyant. And when he beat me, he kicked that baby out of me. I didn't even know I was pregnant because I was so high, but I was like, what is that? And he picked it up and it was the baby. I remember he conjured his daddy, and his daddy was like, I introduced him to this life and I didn't teach him this. He killing my blood. And that's what made me reach out to you, because that happened to me, not Cassie.
Oh, girl, don't give me the chills like that. That fucked me. Because I'm sitting there thinking, like, that shit sound familiar as fuck. So you had already been watching my video and you saw me say that and you're like, wait a minute, that fucking happened to me.
Yeah, and then you was like, tell her about April. My fake name was April. On them airplanes, I got caught with drugs and everything. They let me go. He came and got the drugs. And my name was April.
You got caught. I see you in the chat. I'm so glad you're here. You got caught on a private jet with drugs by who? Who caught you on a private jet? Whose jet was you on that he needed to come get you? And the drugs. He came and got the drugs and you. Whose private jet were you on that he needed to come and get you? You said that was you. You was April. And you said that I was channeling your life. That didn't happen to Cassie. It happened to you. You are Jaguar's puppet.
From Fuller.
What? Right. So is this validatable?
Yes. Yeah, when I was like, oh my God, she's telling my story.
Listen,
I was not like that. She used to call me little home wrecker.
Oh,
but she had sex with me. I had sex with her.
Kim?
Yep. She anally.
You're the home wrecker she be talking about.
Yes.
This is what fucked me up because when I just did the Kim Porter again, and she mentioned the fire again, but she kept saying, we're not talking about the Kimora Lee, we're talking about the other fire.
Yeah, and the fire of when it was brown babies. I don't know what culture they was, but I remember being in the cage with them. I remember them having me torture them babies with him. And I remember I stabbed Kris Jenner. I remember the guy that raped me in the woods, I bit his finger off and I shot him. I remember Puffy chasing me. I remember my head hitting the rock. I remember them catching me. And so you saying that Blink Twice is really you? My police statement. Ma'am, if you got DNA, great. I want to see it all come out. I'm on your side. Because if you have DNA, I want it to come out. I really, really do. I really, really do. You said everything that I have channeled is about you. You said that Kim was anally having sex with you. You said you have had sex with Kim. I'm not mad. I think it's delusion that you thought you and Jackie and Junkie Adria was going to come over here and fucking play with me. This is not a game. There are real victims out there. Now, did something happen to you? It may have. But this shit is not it. What the fuck are you doing? Are you trying to make all black women look like a fucking monkey? What are you doing? Why? You know who Junkie Jackie is. Because you said Jaguar loves me. Why would you tell me that Jaguar Wright loves you? You text me that. So when I asked you, how'd you know Jaguar, you couldn't even answer that. You are a liar. You are a liar. And I aim to show it. I'm on your side because I want you to be all right mentally. Yeah. And I told them they could make a movie. I'm not tied to that. I didn't get paid for that or nothing. But
I don't want y'all to miss that part. Fire again, but she kept saying, we're not talking about the Kimora Lee. We're talking about the other fire.
Yeah, and the fire of when it was brown babies. I don't know what culture they was, but I remember being in the cage with them. I remember them having me torture them babies with him. And I remember I stabbed Kris Jenner. I remember the person the guy that raped me in the woods, I bit his finger off and I shot him. I remember Puffy chasing me. I remember my head hitting a rock. I remember them catching me. And
so you saying that blink twice is really you?
My police statement.
That's your police statement.
Yeah, I told them they could make a movie. I'm not tied to that. I didn't get paid for that or nothing. But I told them that they'll make a movie so people can be aware.
Do you have copies of your police statement?
Not anymore. Allie has the original. That's why we're trying to get in contact with her, because Allie still has the original papers. I moved around.
Why would Allie Carter have your police statements, the original ones? Why would she have them? And why wouldn't you be able to, why would she have the originals and you had copies and you lost the copies? Why would she have the original police statements? Why would you need to get in touch with Allie? It's your police statement. Go and get it. Go and get the police statement. Why would you need Allie Carter to give you your police statements? You said the whole blink twice was your police statement. They called you 2012 and It's okay. You lost it. No, you did. You lost something. Some the fuck where. Reason why you thought you was going to come over and play. So they didn't pay you for blink twice at all. Now this is what really just fucked with me, because you said they had you torture these babies and you said that you stabbed him, the baby, and that he fucks with you in your sleep. And you said it so casually without any motherfucking emotion. But then as soon as you said that you was a pass around to white men, you went into that. But you casually killed a child. So you said in your own words with no emotion, 2 or 3 times I've seen you do it. Say it with no emotion. But you were crying because you were a pass around to white men, but you have been arrested for prostitution. I pulled your records. And that's what made you hysterical, because you was a pass around. Not the fact that you killed a 5 or 6-year-old child, whichever one it is, not really sure at this point.
So much, and I don't have nothing anymore.
Okay.
But a bad memory.
Okay. And so when do they plan on releasing like the original pictures of you on the table sitting on the lap and all of that shit?
During the court? During the court
this
hearing?
trial that's coming at?
Probably, yeah. But
probably.
The reason why I'm coming forth, because Mr. Williams is the man that took my recent report, and he kind of he took me to, through exorcisms. He took me through a hoodoo man. Because I wasn't.
Now, let's be clear about who she's speaking about. Okay? Pause for the cause. She is talking about Damian Williams, United States Attorney. Okay, this is Mr. Williams. This is who she keeps saying right here. She's saying that is who was her. You said he was your angel. And I said, well, you said that's why you came forward, because Mr. Williams here, the United States Attorney, had took you. Why would he take you out of all the victims? He took you to, okay, well, he had nothing better to do but to take you. It's getting good. Don't worry about it. It's getting good. It's getting really, really good. We just getting started. So this person who was not the attorney general or the state's attorney at the time. He was not the United States attorney at the time. I don't really know what you cried and you said that he won't speak out on your behalf or even testify for you, but he was your angel. He was your angel. Why wasn't the white man who fucking found you in Miami and took you to New York your angel? You know, the one that found you barely clutching to life because you have been sodomized with a jagged edge, broken glass in your vagina and your anus, as well as a dildo beat to death and shoved in there, and you still managed to pull a grown man out of a burning fire. You were the only survivor.
Just telling, and they made me speak in the tongue, and they made me tell.
And so, who is Mr. Williams? He's a cop?
He wasn't the U.S. attorney at the time, but he's the U.S. attorney. That's the only reason I came forward, because I seen him on TV. In 2012, they hit me up telling me to come forward then, but whatever mob man that was protecting him, they told me to wait. It's better if I wait till that man died, but that man is dead, so now it's Puppy in all type of troubles because the man that was protecting him is dead.
Wait.
Girl, wait.
When did he die?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Do you think he died like maybe 6 months ago? Or a year ago?
Yeah, it's whatever a powerful man that was protecting him.
He's a foreign man.
Yeah.
Mad. Girl, no, this was gonna happen anyway. I have notes, girl.
P. Diddy lawyer is
this was already gonna happen. My team was already prepared. The mods will tell you. We did a meeting before this, and I said I'm about to eat this bitch alive because she's a fucking liar, and Adria's a junkie who's lying with them, all on the behest of Jaguar Right. Everybody knew this was happening. I didn't expect you to show up. You're only in the chat. You're only in the chat because you were watching me and you saw, and now you had to come up here and save face because I'm fucking with your money because, you and Adria asked if I would put y'all cash apps up. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. And I have not even exposed the lies yet. Go ahead.
I'm thinking the man you're talking about died of cancer.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that.
This is all registering to me.
Registered. It's crazy.
Like,
whoa.
Wow. And so you want me to do what for you?
Because I noticed that you talk to spirits, and either somebody channel his daddy, channel my grandmother, somebody. It's like, I don't know. I'm steady looking for validation that I know what happened to me, but it's like, I just need to know everything. I don't know if I need to be hypnotized. Huh?
You want to know that you're not crazy that this shit happened?
Yes.
We can sit down and we can do it. And I'll do my best and see what I pick up on. You know what I mean? You're making some things make sense to me. You know what I mean?
Yes, you may share this. Absolutely.
I just really thought you were somebody playing in my motherfucking email.
Yeah, I'm like, she probably think I'm playing. I was like, oh Lord, I think she hates me. I was like,
why was she? I'm like trying to go for a reset because I'm like just feeling like I'm just gonna lose my shit. And that was kind of the straw that broke the camel back. Like, let me just go to Hawaii and try to get my mind together because
I want to prove to you that this was already set to happen because, see, you're the liar. I'm not. See, I was up all night taking notes on your lies. See, I have notes here of your lies. See, I took notes on this. We did a meeting before this. My mods can tell you. Everybody knew what was happening today. I didn't expect for you to come. Because if you were on with an attorney, you would have texted me and said, I'm running behind. I didn't expect for you to come, girl. You knew what it was. When you asked me yesterday and said, what are you picking up from me? And I said, I want to wait till tomorrow. I want it to be authentic because we knew what was already happening. You're a liar, and I'm going to prove
like I'm going crazy, like. But this is what reason why they kind of threw me and fucked me up, because I was watching something and somebody was like, "You're a powerful woman, and you do a lot of things online." And there was a powerful man that passed away, and it was just like everything you're saying is making sense to me. And I don't know if that's why I keep dreaming about Diddy.
Yeah, I had a dream about you. Was in my dream, and like I don't know if you were looking at me, but I was like, you was a baby, and I coddled you.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Well, we definitely can sit down. Like, do you work? Is there particular times that, you know?
Oh, yeah, I just do hair, so I'm free all the time. I'm my own boss.
Okay, cool. Damn, girl. This is crazy. So,
right. I wonder if Kim will want to talk to me.
That's interesting. That is very interesting.
Wasn't it? Very interesting.
We can definitely see what come through, and I'm glad that I saw the Lionel B, because I was just
never gonna talk to me.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I kept looking at the number like 214, like, ain't that Texas?
Yeah.
I'm like, they playing. See, these motherfuckers is playing. They think they about to get me. And I was just like, I was like, I don't know if I could trust it. So I really just was going back and forth in my mind, because there's another young woman that reached out that I need to call as well, about her mother. But I just have not done it. So I'm going to reach out to her.
Yes, because I want you to channel it and let me know my grandmother. Now, stuff come back to me. And I remember them calling me in 2012. Like, if I would have came out in 2012, he would have been in jail. But they coming for, they said they were going for R. Kelly first. They're going to get him. They're going to get Snoop Dogg. They're going to get everybody. Mm-hmm. But it's not going to be no more legends. Like, none of them. And I apologize to the people that, well, I was underage and I was under the influence, but he used me
for the things to harm the children.
To harm the children and to harm people's careers.
Yeah. I understand. Nah. So you said the little boy haunts you. Like, how do you feel? Are you okay?
I don't know if he's playing with me, because we used to play in the cage, but when I see him, okay, I'm asleep, I get out of my spirit, and I gotta hop back in my body because he like chasing me. And when I look at him, it's like he looking at me a certain way, and it's a scary feeling. And then I'll be like, he playing, he'll laugh, he'll laugh like he's playing with me.
We're gonna definitely see. I'm gonna sit down with you, but I guess, like, what is today? What's today's day? Wednesday? Thursday? So maybe if you're available Friday?
Yes.
Okay, we'll schedule it for Friday. I'll be Central Time Friday. So what times work good for you?
Whatever time works good for you. I get up. Look, I get up. I'll be up for you.
Okay, I'm gonna reach back out.
God bless you. Whatever that you're gonna do, your Bible will be complete.
I'm trying. I am.
The higher power, whatever, God. You hear me?
Yes.
Because I'm reading the Bible and I'm understanding now.
Okay.
And I understand. And forgive me.
Yeah, you forgive you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so I'll reach back out. Yeah, because I want to wait, because I have to go and get on this plane. And I feel like I'm starting to channel because my head is starting to hurt. And so somebody might be trying to come through. And I want to be able to function and focus. So, okay, so we'll do it Friday. I'll sit down with you and I'll just see everything that I pick up on, regardless if it's,
connected to that shit or whatever, okay? And I'll just see what it is, okay? Okay. And then we'll do it via Zoom, so it's just private between us, if that's how you want to do it. Whatever you want to do. Because I'm open. You can go public with it, it don't matter. You can. Okay, well, we definitely can.
See, you said that you wanted to go live. My team was like, don't go live with that bitch because she's lying. And I'm like, I know, but she said because see, everybody has watched these Zooms already. My team has already watched these Zooms, and they're like, she want to go live. Yeah, you're right. This is something else. Yes, it is. So before I play the second Zoom with you and the other one, let me go ahead and just go through some of the notes because I got time today. I got time. All right. LaMesha Fuller, also known as, let me see, Tamisha Fuller, LaMesha Garrett. And again, like, because I pulled your record and you have a few aliases. So you go from Tamisha to LaMesha. We don't know who the fuck you are, really. And again, that stretches from Waxahachie, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And again, you have not too bad of an arrest record, but it's there, prostitution. Okay. So you keep saying that this dark pigmented person here, see, that's you. You sent me that. See? That dark pigmented person is that almost genome looking girl in that photo? Is what you're saying? Huh? Okay. So 12/19/1990, that's what you said your birthday is. In 2000, you would have been 10 years old, getting ready to be 11 that December, going into, you said that they came and they got you in the summer time because you said you have been going to school with SZA because you're from Texas, all parts of Texas. You have been going to school with SZA, and her said her daddy was in the music industry. Don't know about that. I was told that he's not, that her brother is as a rapper. Don't know her history, didn't check into it because it doesn't matter because, Junkie Jackie already knew that I had already stated some things about that. And, but I was told that SZA grew up in St. Louis. I don't know. Don't have proof on that. Don't even know. But you said that you showed her you were 10 or 11, but in 2000, you would have been 10. So you said you showed her one of those books that you write, and you said they were books, like composition books, which is those black and white composition books. And you said you had a book full of songs that you showed her, and she told you that her father was in the music industry, a producer or whatnot, and that you wanted to be famous, she wanted to be famous, and that she showed it to her father. Her father made her give the book back to you. And so then somehow, some way, you keep calling him Pierre Harvey. His name is Harvey Pierre. Showed up to your house with Clive Davis, because that's in the line of B. You said came to your house with Clive Davis at some point because you have written 100 composition books of music at 10 about the molestation that you were already suffering due to the hands of someone in your home. But your mother was a junkie, you said, so she wasn't in the home because you were staying with grandma.
And you said that I'm going to call him Pierre Harvey because that's what you keep calling him, although his name is Harvey Pierre, has come to your house several times and had called because Diddy said that he wanted you to go to the flavor camp for 48 hours. And grandma said no because he called you. He left, but he called you because apparently they're only talking to a 10-year-old child, not grandma or your mom or your dad. They're not talking to grandma. They're talking to you as a 10-year-old child, coming to your grandma's house, but only talking to you as a 10-year-old child. And so you said that they came to your house, okay, because they really liked the music and you were getting $30 to $40 at first. And then they brought Clive Davis to your house. And Clive Davis said to give you whatever you wanted because your songs at 10 were that good because you have written 100, although you were forced, your words, not mine, you were forced to say you only wrote 50 composition books of music. And so when Clive Davis asked you, what did you want? You said $500 because you was a kid. Again, you would have been 10. Okay. And so you said you lost your virginity at 10 or 11 because you were a sixth grader, although sixth graders are typically 11 through 12. So you probably have been put up a grade, I guess, because you were in the sixth grade, you said, at 10 years old. You said you met him in the sixth grade that summer. But this started because you said you went to school with SZA right after 9/11, and you were very protective of her because she was wearing black turbans on her head. And you had to stand up for her and say, no, not my people. Okay, so that's what you said. So at school, because you said she didn't go to that school for long because they had to scrub her out of the yearbooks. You know, she was in the yearbook, but you know the yearbooks that you sign, they scrubbed her out of some, but she was in those. They're all the same yearbook. We have no idea what you're talking about. You signed the yearbook that you were given. There's not a special yearbook. And so you said that she was scrubbed out of those yearbooks. You know, not the ones that you don't sign. The ones that you don't sign, you know, don't know. But you said that, right? And so then you said, then P. Diddy, because you keep calling him P. Diddy, although he did not become P. Diddy until 2001 after the gun charge of shooting the lady whose interview you did, I guess, yesterday or aired yesterday. That's when he changed his name to P. Diddy, because before then he was still Puff Daddy until 2001. And this is 2000. You said that. And so you keep saying P. Diddy. People were still referencing him as either Sean or Puff. They still reference him as Puff a lot. Okay. So the flavor camp, that's what you said. So let's get into that part. So you said that they called you and you said no. My grandma said no. And then she was in the background yelling, saying, ask your mama. Because you said she was trying to be funny because she knew that your mom didn't live there because your mom was a junkie. And they said, we'll take you to find your mom. Just because your mom was a junkie didn't mean that your mom was missing. Why did they need to go find your mom? Which they never did. But let's go ahead and get a little further into it. Then you said that you said he put you in the car because you think you was wearing. See, I love when people put details to it because they think the details gives them validity to the story in which they're telling, which is why y'all have drugged in Adria English, because she has pictures of actually being there, so then it can give validity to y'all's story. Okay, just so everybody is clear. And so you said, I think I had on pink sweats that day. So you had on pink sweats, right? And like a t-shirt or something. You said you had bobos in your hair because you were 10. Okay. And so you said that you were skeptical about getting in a car with Pierre Harvey, although his name is Harvey Pierre. You were skeptical of getting in a car with him until he called Diddy. And once he called Diddy, then you got in the car. Although he had been to your house several times, in your words, he had been to your house several times. He even came with Clive Davis, and you were already writing music for Diddy. You said that, but you were skeptical of going anywhere, although you begged to go here with this man. But you thought Diddy was going to be out there. Why? Because Clive Davis came all the way to Dallas, Texas. Because they're all in, New York. But they came all the way down to Dallas, Texas for the 10-year-old of 100 books of composition, books of music. But those are your words. And so you said he came and you were skeptical about getting in the vehicle. Again, although you were already hired and employed by them, because you are now getting paid $500 per book that you have written of music. And you have known them very well because they have been to your house several times, and you were still skeptical, although again, you had begged to go. And so he put you in the car, and he was pressuring you, because he put you in the car and was pressuring you to just eat the jelly beans, eat them. They're new. We just invented these, eat them. And so you ate them, and you said, ugh, these is nasty. I want to get out the car. And he said something like, shut up, and then slammed the door, because see, he put you in a car and stood there in front of everyone, in front of your house, in front of your grandmother's house, where I'm sure everybody was in broad daylight, and forced you to eat jelly beans, although you were willingly already going. And he did not need to drug you because you were 10 and stupid, and you were already willingly going somewhere. He didn't even need to drug you, because who were you going to tell? You were already on your way to the flavor camp. And so he told you be quiet, and he slammed the door, and then he got in the car, because who drugs a 10-year-old in front of somebody's house, their house first, before they even pull off? And then you magically just passed out in the car, and you were in and out because you heard them say a few things like, goddamn, she's heavy. 2 grown men thought that you were heavy at 10, although they said you had a great body because you're a skinny little petite thing. And you remember, but you came to Quatita and said, I need you to help me to remember, because I can't remember, because I'm Jane Doe, and I need you to help me to remember. But you seem to remember just fine. Word for word, play by play, you remember just fine, because you're in and out on a narcotic that is making you pass out, and you remember everything fine. And they were carrying you onto the plane, in which was a private jet that you call plane because you were young, you said, and that's what you used to call it. And so they put you on this private jet when it was just you and Pierre Harvey, whose name is Harvey Pierre. And you were in and out then too. And then you arrived, I guess, at the house, which is Flavor Camp. And then you remembered that your ears was popping, and you remembered that your stomach was sick, in and out on this drug. I don't want to miss nothing. Just wait a minute. Okay. Because it wouldn't have been kidnapping. You know why? Because you were already willingly going. You were already willingly going to the Flavor Camp. She ate the jelly beans. Okay, he slammed the door. She didn't even try to get out or scream. He slammed the door. And then she was still coherent. And then she was in and out, okay? Two grown men carried her to the jet, said she was heavy, although she was small and fit. And then she remembered her ears popping and stomach dropping on the plane. Okay, so your stomach wasn't sick, right? You said it was dropping. Okay. And then when you got there, you were in and out. And then you remembered the Asian man. You said the Asian man said, "How dare you do this to my son? You did this to my son. My son is in the hospital. I'm calling the police," because he came back to the house of Flavor Camp with no police, although his son is in the hospital, in which he left him in the hospital fucked up because apparently he's the only parent that knows where Flavor Camp is and was there because yours didn't come because you had jelly beans drugged. And then, they was going to help you find your mom. But then the Asian man knew where everything was, and he went there without the cops to confront people about sodomizing his son who's in the hospital. And so Pierre Harvey, who was actually Harvey Pierre, said that you probably shouldn't do that. You're going to fuck around and get dead or killed or something. You had said like that. And then he gave you something to drink that kind of knocked you out, and you were in and out again. And that's when you had seen that lady on the pool table, I think it was, that you thought was Spanish, but she was actually like Arabic or something. You said that woman was being raped, and you said Gloria Allreds. And so I tried to Google who that was. Was she a victim of Diddy's? And only thing that came up was Talia. I think her name is Talia something, whose attorney is Gloria Allred, who kind of looks Hispanic. I don't know if that's who you were referencing. Don't know. But so they gave you something to drink, and then he offered you a drink after he gave you the drink, and you was in and out. And then he asked you, and then he told you that you couldn't refuse any drugs or anything that he gave you. And I hope I'm got this right. And so you said, "I remember." And then I even wrote, "Every time she lies, she scratches." And you scratch your head a lot. And you rub your eyes and your ears, and you scratch and you deflect and stuff like that. And so you said that you remember, you remember, did you say you went to the bathroom? He took you to the bathroom. I don't know if you said your stomach was sick. And then you remember waking up again, and Diddy was behind you, and he had, we can't forget that Harvey Pierre had asked you. And again, these are terrible men who have done some very, very horrific things to real people. And you have taken up time of real survivors with your bullshit, you and Wacky the fuck Jackie. And so he asked you, what kind of cocks do you like? And even though you were 10, you said, and this is the killer part to me, because I need for Adria to make it make sense, because she's now validating your bullshit. And we're going to see that here in just a second. But she's validating your bullshit as she's admitting to being a pedophile and a rapist, okay? And that they call her Little P. Diddy, who is, by all accounts, at this point, I won't even say alleged, but he's a pedophile and a rapist. And so these are the charges that he's somewhat being charged with. And again, according to you, and allegedly, I guess I better say that. But she's saying that they call her Little P. Diddy. So because of all of the actions in which she has taken in being a pedophile and sodomizing children, and some of the children that you said were in cages that you just stabbed to death, without any emotion whatsoever. Any emotion whatsoever. And let's not forget what we're getting ready to see here. The plot thickens. How could I not get into it? And so I before I even get into that, I need to just complete this, because you said that You remembered hitting your head on a rock. You remember being able to pull him. And I swear to God, I swear to God, I wanted to just leave him in the house. But I swear to God, the God made me pull him out the house of that fire. Although you were internally bleeding to death because you have been sodomized with a broken piece of glass in your vagina and in your anus, and had the dildo beat within it, and you still put your pants and shit on and drug him out this burning house that you didn't think to just run out of because he had your mind gone. So you said, because it was terrible there. It was terrible. And you've had all of these children, although you were in the 6th grade at 10 or 11, and then you had all of these children, and then you said that was you on that table in those pictures with the DG shirt on and all of this, and you said you were 13 at that time, and you were 13 in those photos, and then when you mysteriously was able to get back to normalcy, and you have been living a normal life, although whatever the fuck the Adria English experience has gotten her strung the fuck out like Holiday, you understand me? And she can't get past it because she's a pedophile and you're a murderer. So you said by your own account and own words. And so you have now said that, oh God, where am I at in this story? The babies, gratitude, spirit, the babies. And so you went back home and started 7th grade in the 2nd semester. So that means you were only gone maybe because it was the summer. You were taking the 6th grade. It went from the 6th grade to the summertime. So then that means the 6th grade going into the 7th grade, right? Because it's the 6th grade and then it was the summertime. That means the 7th grade was coming up. So within a period of 3 months, you've had 3 to 4 fucking children. Because you want to know where are all the babies that you had, and you turned from 10 to 14 in 3 months. Okay. Because apparently, unless you were like 16, I don't know, in the 7th grade. And if so, that's okay. I'm sure shit like that happens. I don't know. But I'm just going by what you said in your account. Okay. And so you had these children. That means you were pregnant the entire 3 to 4 years that you were encamped in a cage, because you had one kicked out, you said, by my account, and then you claim that Chance is your child, and you claim that you have had 2 to 3 children, and Adria validate that for you. She said you had 2 or 3 children. That means you've had to have 2 to 3 pregnancies between 9 to 10 months apiece. Okay, so you are miraculous. You're miraculous here. So you have had these children, and you don't know where they are, although you believe that Chance Combs is your child. This is all given Legina gold. I should say that, though. It's given Legina if I've ever seen it. And who was behind that but wacky the fuck Jackie again. Okay. And so, you were talking about the Jewish man with the curly hair, and you couldn't really pronounce his name, although it's a name that I've said before and I could not pronounce it in one of my videos. Speaking to Kim Porter, I do believe. So, because you have taken a lot of my things that I have said because y'all thought y'all was going to play the game and have me validate it, right? And validate you, right? And you have taken things from movies and different plots and scenes. And then let's not forget that Bill Cosby put a cigar out on your vagina. And you hit your head on the rock and the venom from the snake, although you were still coherent, and you were not coherent and able not to move, although you were, because you were putting the venom in everybody's cup. Although you were coherent but you couldn't move, you were still able to put the venom in everyone's cup. Then you stabbed Kris Jenner, in the shoulder. Right here is where you did it at, by your account and by your words. Let's play the second Zoom here. And so You're a miraculous feat. You are a miraculous person, you know. And we'll talk about more of it. I'm going to turn my heat up because I'm cold. I mean, I'm the coldest at this, but I'm also cold. Let me turn my heat up. Okay. As we get started some more, because I'm cold. Although you have stabbed and killed children, and you made it. You died in the woods. Let's go here. You died in the woods after you drug him out the house because God told you to. Because God is great all the time, and all the time God is good. And so you said, you drug Diddy that you don't know why you saved him because God told you to save him. Although you had a dildo shoved beatedly into your rectum that they later put out with shit on it. But listen, let's go into the woods. You emailed me and said I was in the woods. So you said you died in the woods and God brought you back. You have 9 lives. And once they watch this Zoom, they'll see why I say that. So you died in the woods. We don't know how you were revived in the woods, but you were revived in the woods because God brought you back. And you were able to get up and after God brought you back and you prayed for death again and said, please just kill me right now. Although God brought you back because for whatever reason, God thought you was worth saving. And so you ran and you saw that you were going through these trees and you got to a fence, I believe you said, and you thought you was leaving Africa because they told you that you was in the jungle and that you were leaving Africa. And you saw the interstate and you ran to the interstate in which I believe you said you passed out. That's when the white man, nobody else but you were seen by the only white man apparently who saw the little 10, 13, 14, 15-year-old girl pass out on the side of the road, who had to be profusely bleeding from the vagina and the anus, and covered with soot because she was in a fire and she had to pull somebody from a fire. So she had to be covered with blood, shit, and soot. And so he put you in a car, but you were able, and miraculously, thank God to the heavens, you were able to tell him, don't take me to Miami, although you didn't know where you were. You told him don't take you there because, they are all in on it, the police. And we don't know how you knew that, but you knew that. And I'm so glad that God has showed you that. And so you told him don't take you there, although you are on the brink of death, because remember you died already and God brought you back. And so he put you in his car and he drove you all the way from Miami, Florida to New York. But why wouldn't he just stop at Tallahassee or something? I don't know. But he decided to drive you all the way to New York. And you think his name was Samson. And although you had not been reported missing whatsoever, they took you to New York and they were asking you who did this to you, although nobody rushed you to a hospital at all, because all of this, you said, was happening in a police station, I assume, because they brought in Mr. Williams. That's where Mr. Williams comes in at. And Mr. Williams, they said, you're going to want to see this. And I told him the truth. I said, it was Diddy. Diddy did this to me, is what you said. We don't know what time frame this is because you said you just remember it could have been hot, it was cold, it was light, and it was dark. You don't know, but you remember everything else. And although you had only been gone a summer, you still were confused on the time frame. And so he drove. We don't know what happened to Samson. We don't know if he got an award, a Nobel Peace Prize, or anything like that. So he drove you all the way to New York to some kind of police station, which you had to write a statement. Although you were covered in soot and blood and shit and had to be horribly smelling and sweat, I'm sure. And they made you write a statement, although you said you had to go tinkle. They didn't want to let you go tinkle. They said, no, you got to write this statement finished because fuck you and your pee, although you're covered with blood, shit, soot, and sweat. And so, and you're a kid, you're a minor, had to be between the ages of 10 and 17, is it? Okay, at this point, we don't know. And so you wrote the statement and you told them you were going to seize out. I don't know why you knew you were going to seize out, because at this point you had never had a seizure by your own account in the story. You hadn't, although you had been with dark pigmented children who don't speak English, except for the one, they were shouting their names out, and you said LaMesha, and the girl said her name in a different language, and then she said fight, and you knew that meant to fight. And there had to be between 30 to 50 children in these cages. And I think even at one point you may have said something about, you may have shitted in front of Denzel, and Denzel had to leave, although that was Ali Carter. And I can't remember where I heard that at when you said it, but let's stay focused here. And so then you said the numbers of the children were diminishing, and they were just kind of disappearing. Yeah, I won't forget that. Okay, because she did say that she had been molested by men and women, 200, because Adria was passed out. Oh, you'll see it. Don't worry. But it like, you said it was fun when the women molested you. You said it was fun, and you were with the young girls having fun, until they disappeared, and then you were by yourself again, because you were always by yourself being chosen here. And then you were in the cages with the children, between 30 and 50 children who you had to bathe and take care of, like the house mom, and then kill them randomly when they shot guns and told you to kill them with no problem. You did, without emotion, you did. And half the time you were no longer drugged up, because you remember a lot. And so you said that the children were diminishing until you were just in the cage by yourself, with no more children to kill, slaughter, or bathe. And so at that point, that's when you were, I guess, in the second Flavor of Rock, or whatever the fuck it is, house, where you caught on fire and you were able to drag him, and now you're in Samson's car. Now you're up in New York. Okay, so fast forward. And we haven't even gotten to this Zoom yet, where more lies have been told, because you said Diddy tried to drown you in the oceans and the mermaids saved you, although the mermaids were demons. But wait, we haven't gotten there yet, because we're still here. Okay, let me take a sip. So then you said, oh, I can't forget that part, gratitude spirit, because you said he kicked the baby out of you and picked it up, and you said, ugh, what is that? Because you weren't in any kind of pain or anything. And so let's just stay focused. And so then how they knew you had a dildo stuck up in you, I will never ever know it, but they must have took a couple pliers or tweezers or scissors or something inside of the detectives did, inside of the police station, and they said, who did this to you? And you said Diddy, as they're now releasing and pulling out what you thought was an intestine, but really it was a humongous size dildo that you said that he had the oh, what was his name? Oh, never mind, I can't think of it right now. But you said he had him go buy it, and they just beat it up in you and left it there, and they pulled it out and it was covered with shit, and then they had to do reconstructive surgery right there in the police station apparently, and said they could not send you home like that. We don't know why they couldn't send you home like that. They've already driven you from Miami to New York like that. Why they couldn't send you home like that, I'm not sure on that. But they didn't want to send you home like that, to the home where you were never reported missing ever, and nobody even gave a fuck that you was missing, because you were going for 48 hours in a flavor camp. And they drugged you in front of your house with jelly beans, and then you were going to be in a mental institution, and then a lawyer stuck you in the neck with something apparently at this place. But we ain't even got to how Jada Kiss was molesting and raping you and beating you up on the streets of New York, you and Adria English. We ain't even got to that yet, because that's on the Zoom, but hold on. And so, yeah, So then that happened, and I can't really remember much after that. But let's get into this Zoom, okay? So let's go here. I'm gonna need something to eat after this.
Yeah, I told her to click it. I told her she probably was trying to put on makeup. I told her don't get cute, just get on there. I'll be on there with my body. See if it can give me a little bit more. I'm gonna say, let me call her on Facebook to make sure she only clicked the link. I'll text it to her. Okay.
Mind you, there are real victims and survivors that have gone through a whole bunch of shit that you're playing with.
She probably can't remember, or not remember, but she will probably, she's on the channel with whatever, because it probably won't even have nothing to do with that. But I told her that I feel like you will give her confirmation that, or whatever, you'll give her confirmation. There she go.
Can you hear me? You can't see me now. Turn on the, open up the window over there. That's the morning. I don't even know. I haven't even looked in the mirror. I probably look crazy as hell.
Me pulling over here trying to put the phone down.
My name is Cortita. Do not call me Queen. Gratitude.
This is not live. We're not doing the actual video right now, are we?
No.
Okay.
No, ma'am. Come on.
Cody, I'm going to start out of my bag. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I'm going to start right now. It's on there now. There's my reddish. Or, I mean, that's good.
No. He's a monster, and so is Harvey Pierre. They're all fucking monsters and pedophiles and bullshit motherfuckers who should be in jail. But this is an absolute the fuck no. Because there are real survivors and real victims to the shit that he has done, and how dare you use my motherfucking work because you thought you was going to play in my face.
Put some lip gloss on, but my lips the ashes. Oh, wow, a million lip gloss on my lip gloss. There we go. All right. So it's a pleasure to meet you as well. So what's the I always ask, what's the expectation of me?
Well, I don't have any expectation. I've never done this before. Okay. She said that you were, gifted and being able to talk through the spirit.
Yes.
Very spiritual. I'm one of the chosen ones, Jordan from We the Chosen. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him and his videos, but.
Oh, no, I'm not, but I'll have to definitely check him out. So I've seen some of the interviews that you've done, and then I've seen, of course, the one that LaMesha has done. And I definitely channel the spirits, and I kind of see what's going on. I pick up different things, and that's just how I operate. I've done this. I've covered this, the whole Diddy fiasco of all of this craziness. I've definitely covered it. So we definitely can sit down and see what I pick up on, and what I'm saying, where it goes.
Then my father just recently died, had a stroke.
Okay. I don't want you to tell me anything, because that's kind of how I work. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So y'all know each other from the
Diddy situation. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We met out there.
Okay.
And they were having me do stuff with her, and she was a minor, and I didn't know. But then she did tell me she was a minor. We was drugged. We was doped up.
Wow. That is tough. That is craziness.
She had a body like an adult, though. She didn't look like a minor.
Right now,
but if you talk to her, you could tell, like her conversation.
My titty's real big now.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to the city. Like, show me. You know, we all turned out over here. Right. We turned out. We can't even help it. We turned out for life. Look, turned out for life. I'm going to make that song. Not turned up for what? Turned out for life.
You better not make no song.
For real. After we out, turns out for life. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have me and all my victims in the video. Turns out for life. I'm gonna have Orlando Brown in there, everybody. Hell yeah, that shit gonna go up.
You also know Allie as well.
Yeah, she was in the dungeon with Allie, and we trying to get in contact with her. You have a direct contact to her?
I do not.
I keep reaching. I don't know if they telling her not to talk to me or what, but I'm trying to get a. That's gonna be powerful when us three get on the phone. That's what I'm trying to line up. Maybe you can say it in your video.
Okay. Yes. Dang. Okay. So Miss LaMesha, like, I do have it scheduled for tomorrow. Do you have any pictures that you want me to like use or?
I can send you some pictures for the thumbnail or whatnot.
Okay.
Some pictures. Which you want, pictures from back then or pictures from now?
Yeah. You have pictures from back then?
Yeah, I emailed them to you.
Besides those, other pictures that actually will show your face.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thank God I only had found one picture. I was like, oh my God. I've been over here going crazy because the people in is my classmates. They're like, when I had posts about me and SZA, because I've been exposed to her for the music, and she was all
I didn't
like,
even know you was going to leave with SZA. I was like, yeah, that was hard.
Elaborate story. When she hit me up, instead of her, so she said, that's a very elaborate story. And instead of me being like, well, girl, put me on, I was like, bitch, you know who the fuck I am? Like, because I'm thinking if you would have probably been like, I don't know you, I probably would have cussed you out too. Like, you know who the fuck I am? Like, I sent her one of those.
No, I was happy to hear from you.
And she was messaging me back, but it was like I'm telling her, I don't want no money or nothing. You give me the $5,000 that I originally told her. She got the song.
Oh, let me say that I don't want to miss that point, because you said online on B, you said it ain't about the money. If it was about the money, I would have taken the money. And then you turned around and said, they have been giving me money. I just be living like I'm broke. So did you take the money or not?
$5,000. When we were kids, she wrote it down. She signed it. But I don't have that stuff anymore. We were fucking kids. Yeah. But it just everybody, when I post on my Instagram, well, it was Twitter. When I posted Twitter messages on Facebook, everybody was like, I got mad and like I was like going crazy where I'm damn near suicidal, because it's like I know the stuff that I've been through is not a fucking lie. I would not be saying this. I would not, you know what I'm saying? Who would glorify this stuff that I hide? And I've been telling like God hires, I don't know what to call God or whatever, but higher spirits, and I've been trying to talk to my grandmother, my sister, and them every day. My sister said I had a dream, and she said that she said that they should get them all together and they gonna whoop his ass. And you had that dream where I had my legs around him, but I was whooping his ass. And you had my dream. That's why I said you had the dreams like me.
But without any emotion, you have slaughtered and killed children. No emotion to the slaughtering and killing of children. But me having a dream where I dreamt that I beat up P. Diddy and I wrapped my legs around his neck, and that took you through the ringer.
And it really, I felt relief, but it just gave me anxiety because it's like I'm so bad. Because why did nobody help me? Why no one help me? Why did nobody help me? Lord, I got to see that. Why did no one help me? Why did no one help me? Like,
well, why did nobody help the child that you slaughtered?
At that point, I was doped up and I was afraid. You know, I'm in the game. I don't know what they're gonna do to me. You know, I was a setup from the beginning. I didn't know what was going on. They set me up on her,
and I thought I could trust her.
Yeah, they sent you on me.
And I told them everything that they was doing to her, and she went back and like used it back on P. Diddy type shit. But like, it's fucked up because like, I felt safe around you. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever remember being hurt.
I feel with God. Like, I didn't know I was going to be in the middle of that. You felt the God in me, and I felt it in you. That's why I was like...
When you was fucking her, because you said she was a minor and you was molesting the fuck out of her.
I'm just happy that I'm not crazy. It was not a dream. It was not.
You're not crazy.
It wasn't a dream.
Same. You're not crazy at all.
And my dreams mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Where I be having deja vu and doing all this stuff, but it's like it wasn't a dream.
It wasn't a dream. No, it happened to you for real. I was there.
It's something happened. Something happened.
Again, they're using her as the validator, right? Because it's proof that she was actually the fuck there. Remember, because her pictures and all of that shit. So Jackie think that she has put together a phenomenal motherfucking Oscar award-winning performance with these two.
I don't know.
A lot happened.
So I've watched yours. It says Sherry Marcy. You go by Sherry?
Yeah, Sherry is my middle name. I go by my middle name, Sherry, but they got me in the press as Adria, which is my first name. That's my real name, too. Both of them are government names.
Which one you prefer to go by?
My mom's name is Adrian, so she named me Adria, but they've always called me Sherry or Riri my whole life. That's why when I told Jay-Z, my name is Sherry, but my friends call me Riri, he ended up giving that to Robin Fenty. He gave her Riri, and then I was Sasha. Diddy was announcing me at his private, parties at his house in 2004 as Sasha, and I was working at Larry Flint's Hustler Club, and on my paychecks, they had your real name and your entertainer. They say Sasha. And then in 2008 or 9, when Jay-Z started dating Beyonce, he gave her that name, and instead of her being Beyonce Fierce, she became Sasha Fierce. When Beyonce is an exotic name by itself, why you got to turn to Sasha and then all of a sudden you have a stripper persona? She got famous with Destiny Child as young girls. You never had to strip. Why all of a sudden do you have a stripper persona when you become Sasha? And that's me.
That's interesting. That is interesting.
That's facts. And then I only became English 1 year ago. I just got married, but I'm going back to my maiden name because my husband and the biological father of my only child, my son, left us 3 months ago, going on 4 months ago. After I held him down in prison for 2 years, got his ass, went and picked us up, bought him a car with my tax money, bought all the Jordans, everything, camera equipment, everything running around with. He packed all this shit up and went to Las Vegas. And that's where he's been. I'm going to Las Vegas on Friday, but my last name Ben Marcy, and Jay-Z grew up in the Marcy Projects. And if you Google the word last name Marcy, M-A-R-C-E-Y, not M-A-R-C-Y, but M-A-R-C-E-Y, it says female name meaning God of War. And that's me. I'm coming and I'm not afraid.
So, okay.
And 12 years ago, they told her that I was going to be the one to take him down. And I was 12. Like you watch the old Simpsons cartoon and they had Donald Trump being the president before he was president.
Yeah.
Well, 12 years ago, they was telling her, LaMesha, that I was going to be the one to take him down. And that's why she Diddy. Diddy gave me that name. He said, man, she act just like me. She Diddy. That's where she Diddy came from. He gave me that name. And he knows I'm going to be the one to take him down. And I'm not afraid at all. That's for real. You can Google it yourself.
Did you know Kim?
Last name Marcy. Huh?
You knew Kim?
I saw her around at the parties and stuff. I didn't know her like LaMesha knew her. But she was always around for sure.
Wow. That's dope. That's interesting.
We've had conversations, but we weren't ever like kicking it or
yeah.
just like casual at the parties.
How did you? Do you feel like you escaped?
Yeah, I escaped. Man, they had me jumped.
They had you
in Harlem.
Jumped?
Yeah, that's what the Jada Kiss dudes jumped me. The group from Jada Kiss. It was a tall man. He had me rape that man. I call him the Jada Kiss group. He had me rape one of the men, and the man didn't jump in the fight, but he was there. I remember Jada Kiss punching the shit out of me. I never forget that ass whooping. And the police was across the street. Didn't nobody help P. Diddy. He was like, all right, that's enough. And then he was like, you a little fighter. But I remember she told me I couldn't go up. I was trying to go in her house with her.
You talking about,
I just got up in there and right after that scheduled me a I jumped out of my car service and they jumped out after me and I didn't know and they started jumping right outside my building in December 2009.
Nope.
And they were trying to take my phone and my money.
That didn't happen in 2009.
Well, I'm thinking when I got jumped when I finally left, that's what made me leave New York, was that jumping. I'm talking about that's when I finally got, I was like, let me get the fuck up out of New York. Fuck that. And I was in Harlem, in his neck of the wood.
right. Yes, for sure that is his neck of the woods, though.
Yeah, so I would like to know if I can get help to see who was that whooped my ass like that and he called me a little fighter.
When I left Anthony, we were in Midtown, and I got my own apartment. When I found out he was fucking Rihanna and I left him, I moved myself to Harlem. I didn't even know I was moving closer to Diddy, because that's where he be at. He from, what you call it, Mount Vernon, but he lived mainly in Harlem. And I moved to Harlem, not even realizing what the fuck I was doing.
Damn.
That's why they jumped me. And then, I was like, you know what? I ain't finna make it out here. And right before 2000, it's my birthday in January. So I was like, I'm not gonna spend my birthday out here in New York after they just jumped me. Anthony's cheating on me with Rihanna. All this shit that happened with Diddy. I'm right here free right now. Schedule me a flight right before Christmas. I was out of there.
How old will you be? Your birthday coming up.
I was 29 because I was about to turn 30.
No, how old will you be?
Because your birthday is in New York by myself with nobody else. Huh?
Your birthday coming up now. How old you gonna be?
47.
Really? Okay. I just turned 45. Okay, that's a big one. It's almost a big one.
I'm the oldest on this phone right now, and I'm still alive. And I don't look like what I've been through.
Because period. Absolutely. Okay. Definitely going to set it up for tomorrow if, I know we already have it set up for tomorrow anyway. There's something else I wanted to say really quickly. Dang it.
Is there any way that, I don't know how your platform works, but is there any way you can pin our Cash App or Zelle just if anybody can help? Because we can't work nowhere. Well, at least I'm getting so much press. I can't work nowhere. I only get $206 a week unemployment. That's $412 every 2 weeks. That's only $824 a month. And then I get like $413 in EBT, and that's it. To take care of me, my son, and 2 dogs. Keep the cell phone on. We in the hotel rooms. We running around. Lost the house when the husband left me. I had a house and everything. Couldn't get a roommate in time to hold it down.
That's
So
do you feel like
know,
do you feel like people are looking
people
for
don't
y'all,
like or having like that to pay for. I'm not calling this an interview. This is totally different. But you could pin our Cash App, and if anybody feels in their spirit.
Absolutely. What'd you say, LaMesha?
I was asking her. I said, she's saying that she's not stable due to money, so that's why they're in the motel. But she asked, is anyone after y'all?
Yeah, the both of y'all. Do y'all feel like people have been like?
I've been feeling like after me, but it's the shadows.
Yeah, I had 2 leaders of gangs both called me and said what it was. That there's America's Most Wanted. I'm America's Most Wanted in the underworld, though. Like anybody that's down to go to prison, as long as they family will be straight, It's down to like even people that's like just for who just real hungry. There's some niggas that's people after you. People after you. People. Everybody. By me helping to take down Diddy, like it's all kind of business that he's doing with people that we don't know about. Like we fucking up a gang of people's money around the world.
I didn't think it that far. That's why I'm saying I didn't think it that far. So where we gonna have to go to the moon?
Yeah, it's not about just him going to jail. It's higher ups that molded him into the life that he's doing business. He's not doing business with himself. He's doing business with a gang of people around the world.
It's the army,
and he ready to tell on everybody.
It's the army, the navy, the aliens, the reptiles, the mermaids. You didn't see all that.
Everybody.
What you mean? You seen something?
Mm-hmm. I recorded the orbs coming out the ocean. So doing a speedy trial, everything got to come out with that was in my thing. He tried to drop me in the water with the mermaids, and I didn't sink. A light kept me, so I was like, "Oh my God!" I remember screaming some shit like that. He tried to drop me. He tried to drop me in the depths of the ocean, and I did not sink. I swear for God, he dropped me in the ocean and I did not sink. He took me to real live mermaids. You know, they're not mermaids, they're demons. In the Bible, they're demons, the sirens, the women that had sex with the men, the angels. I was around it. Now,
no, this is Jaguar me, right? Doing. This is
That's
Jaguar.
the part that makes me feel like, is this shit real? Is my life real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm telling you this, and you like the mermaids.
There's real mermaids. I do know that. Absolutely for sure. I know
I'm talking about they was like,
yeah. I don't reference them as demons though, but yes.
Oh, they're not demons?
No, I reference them as deities.
Okay, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I
she said they were singing.
King James Hebrew Bible. You know, yes. When I pray to God and I go to church, I say the higher power, the real higher power of the atmosphere when I'm praying in my head.
I understand it.
I don't know what name to call you, Lord. I don't know to call you Christ, Jesus, Yeshua, Allah. I don't know what to call you, but his power. I'm talking about, if I could think of his power, I'd say he's an alien. Because when I died and came back, my body said, like,
is that when you say you was in the woods?
I died in the woods, and they were doing snuff films on me.
We got a little bit more. Let me grab my Snickers. This is getting really good. We're almost done. Because I for sure the fuck am. Let me get my snacks. I'm sure y'all got y'all snacks. Let me get all my snacks. I don't know what I might need to eat in the next few minutes because I'm hungry. Is everybody all right? Because they not. They not okay. They not. This is Jaguar Wright's doing. Please understand that.
So they'll kill me and then have the thing go clear.
Yeah.
Bring me back to life. That's when me and Allie Carter went with we went through shit like that together. And I used to always think this girl was older than me, but I'm older than her. But she is stuck in that pimp mentality in real life. I'm happy I can come out of that. Like my family, like the way my family, my friends, they be like, you act like a pimp.
She said, I told y'all she done died and came back many times. I told you that, didn't I? She died in the woods. Nobody was there with the clear. She just came back to life because Jesus, God, Buddha, Allah brought her back. Then he threw her in the depths of the ocean and she did not drown because the mermaids saved her. The demon ones. Then they had a portable.
And she still, like, when you watch their interviews, they be like even with Adrian, they be like excited, or they get a thrill, or they getting a rush off of,
Yeah.
It's that spirit.
I can't believe how much emotion I'm striking off of people. Like, just me telling my story, making people angry, making people sad, making people feel for me, making people mad. Like, I didn't know it was gonna trigger so much emotion.
So they try to put us in the crazy hospital. They fucking put us on
medicine. They did. Ain't no try. They did.
This is why I can't make this up.
Don't worry, they put Jackie ass there too.
I know his agenda. Like, I was used to be scared to talk.
No, you heard it right. She know his agenda.
I signed my name in blood. I just 33 years old. I just got my soul back. I can't explain.
Can we take a moment for the soul returning? At 33, she was able to get her soul back. She can't explain it. I've been over this in my mind. I couldn't even sleep. Ooh. My team was giving me pep talks on how to get this to do this. At what point I was gonna, because see, I kept thinking yesterday, I kept saying, okay, this bitch gonna act like she don't know Jaguar, but this got Jaguar all over it. And I know she know Jaguar, because I know Jaguar's behind this. And I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna make this bitch say she knows Jaguar? What can I say to her that's gonna make her slip up in her stupidity and say this? In that moment, I didn't need to, because she texted me and said, Jaguar Wright loves me. Why would she even say that to me?
I didn't know it was going to trigger so much emotion.
So they try to put us in the crazy hospital. They fucking put us on
medicine. They did. Ain't no try. They did.
This is why I can't make this up. I know the agenda, what he doing. I know his agenda. Like, I was used to be scared to talk because I signed my name in blood. I just 33 years old. I just got my soul back. I can't explain it. It was locked up. I was penitentiary, institutionalized in my mind. And once I relieved this, my soul came back, and I just can't. Every time I get mad, I'm telling the truth. It's like I keep speaking in this language, and it's probably not tongue. It could be an ancient language, my ancestor language. And I keep speaking in this language because this man, he told me who I was, but I'm so Christianized. I don't know. I still look at everybody witches and motherfucking doing voodoo. I just love a voodoo person. He brought me here, took me to an exorcism.
What do you say when Allie says that that's her in those pictures on that table? Because she keeps saying that's her.
No, she's not saying that. She was on the tables, but the certain picture that they have up, that's not her. She was on the tables, but the picture that's up, that's not her. You probably got to Google Allie Carter on the table because she have her whole face showing. But
why would Allie have her whole face showing in the pictures of herself on the tables when yours wasn't showing? And you said you was 13 and you thought you was younger than Allie, and you found out you was older than Allie. But why would Allie's face be showing in the pictures online Google? Because she was a minor.
How many people do you say you think was they used on them? Like,
when I lost my virginity, I was told it was over 200 people.
Here it comes.
Even that night, and them were old white people, and I haven't, you know what I'm saying? We talked about.
She saw me unconscious.
See, every time God never let me not know who hurt me. Everybody that hurt me, I remember them. Everybody that hurts me, I remember.
Everybody in the chat needs to blink twice if you need help. Blink twice if somebody needs help.
Even that night, and they were old white people, and I haven't, you know what I'm saying? Me talking
and
about.
She saw me unconscious.
I saw. See, every time God never let me not know who hurt me. Everybody that hurt me, I remember them. Everybody that hurts me, I remember them. So, like,
she even remembers when I was on. Oh,
I remember calling you, telling you, get up, all these people, get up. I'm telling her to get the fuck up, like wake up, and she just sitting there, and it's like a cafeteria line.
Girl, what you mean by that?
200 people in line, like you know, you go to school and the kids be all out in the hallway. That's how they're in line.
To do what?
Have sex with us.
What?
One by one, no condom. Nutting, women fucking you with dildos, squirt like that's all I remember. It was a line this way and it was a line this way. She on one side, I'm on this side. I don't know.
You and Cherie, Adria.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole party was fucking us. Or it was an orgy. I just didn't. I remember the female orgies. Them were probably the ones I say that was fun because I like to this day I kind of don't like to be penetrated. Like I can't explain this, and I'm straight now. I used to be gay, but now I'm like straight. I can't explain it, but like
we know.
When I was dating studs, I never wanted them to use dildos on me because it brought me back to my childhood trauma.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Damn. So you said Jaguar love you. How'd you meet Jag?
I barely remember, but I think they had me watching her too, like how they did me with Adrian. But I didn't want to say too much. I wanted you to tell me about that, like exactly how we met. But then I think a vision came to me, and I think I remember how we met.
Okay.
Like me and Adria, like, because I'm like, how did I get to you? But it was a lady that was on drugs, and she used to be a fucking model for them. And I met her in Garland, and I remember him giving her crack and a little bit of money. I just gave her different drugs and said, don't OD on it. Don't go ahead, go crazy and kill yourself on it. But this lady I met on the fucking bus in Texas, we hitchhiked back to New York. But she used to be a model. She was, I don't know, she Dominican or yellow bone or something, Mexican. Okay. I don't know if her name started with a V. I really don't remember, but she used to be a model and she used to be on. I met that lady. I remember her being like, yeah, I was in the industry. The industry is real wicked. That's why I'm on drugs, man. I just been running like she running for her life. But I told her what happened, and like everybody I told what happened, they took me back to him. Like I told Adrian, everything that happened when the house burnt and all that stuff, and him burning the building and all that stuff. And when they took me back, they will get stuff.
Pause. I said, Now, it went from they couldn't send her back home like that. Remember, because the house burnt down, she died in the woods. She drug him out the house, she died in the woods. She crossed the fence over the river and through the woods. To grandma's house we go. Remember? Now, she said they took her back to him. That's what she's saying. After that, they took her back to Diddy. When did she go home? Back to grandma's house? I do not know. Because they said they could not take her back there. Because in her original interview, she said she skipped over Jag real quick. She said that they took her home and she was able to go stay with her father. And that's how she started the 7th grade, the second semester.
Crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to get with my team so we can have everything set up. And for sure, yeah, we can put your cash apps up if you have them.
Cash apps was never going up.
And we will just jump on and see what's going on. I probably have it set up a particular way so it can be
and you knew it.
Set it up to where, like I told him, set it up to where you need to get it copywritten so can't nobody take your video and be talking over it. They could probably use the audio guy, so I'd send him to somebody because I told him
everybody share this motherfucker.
Share my video. Like I don't.
Yeah, no, we're gonna we'll do a StreamYard, but it won't be live. It'll be recorded so I can, do anything.
I'm trying to talk right. We have to talk right so you won't have to not get flagged or nothing.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to hold you up, and I will get with my team, and we'll give you a more specific time as well.
Okay. With me talking to you before we hang up, what vibe did you get?
I'm trying not to pick up anything because I want it to be completely like authentic in the time, in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to just listen and not pick up anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I want it to be completely raw, completely authentic.
Yeah. So you can say, you don't have to say nothing about that, but I don't know, talking to people, it kind of made me feel better because I don't go to counseling. I don't get no help.
Why you couldn't get an attorney? Are you named as the Jane Doe in?
Push come to shove, they're gonna reveal my name and they're gonna reveal my picture. But the thing was, 2012 when they contacted me, I don't think I was supposed to ever say anything. But I just felt so bullied. But then when I saw the U.S. attorney saying, if you had anything to do with this, come forward. I'm like, I'm about to go with this nigga, be on his side. But everything I'm telling you, everything I said in interviews, I told the police. So if I go to jail, I'm more scared about now. My mama talking about you on there talking about you stabbing people, but I did that stuff and I told the police this stuff, and you know what I'm saying? He getting in trouble for the stuff that I did. It all lines up to that story that's not out. It's not out. One of the fake stories that I wrote. I'm underage. It was like, how old are you? I lied. I'm real quick thinking. I'm 17. I'm from Michigan. Trying not to get in trouble. I'm already beat the fuck up dildo in my ass. But they found that I was lying. And I told the truth. Everything true from everything from seeing mermaids to from seeing giants, from seeing the orbs. I'm telling them everything. And then I told them everything then, and then I ran away, came back, and then I told them everything again. So it was like I was an informant.
That's deep. That is interesting. Wow.
And they sent me back to them. I remember getting caught with drugs on the airplane. Oh, well, I keep calling it airplane. It was a fucking jet. I remember getting caught with drugs, and I remember him coming up there getting me in the drugs. But I think the dude ended up getting in some trouble a little bit or something. But he ended up coming to get me in the drugs. I remember him rubbing that down. Rub your oil on. I like you all shiny. I'm thinking it's oil, so I'm like, I'm rubbing the oil. I'm putting shit on my body just thinking it's regular because I don't do drugs.
Really?
Well, now I smoke a little weed here and there, but it's because I've been stressed. Hell, I drink the weed. I've been trying to, because they it's a sin to smoke, so I've been boiling it, drinking it. But I haven't been doing anything recently. I've been trying to get my mind clear, smoke a cigarette. I do hit it here and there, but I need to keep my mind clear. I don't want to pop ecstasy. I don't want to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing any drugs. I'm not even getting high from them. I don't know what I'm suppressing, but I know I'm suppressing something, and this is what I was suppressing.
I definitely.
Like what do you call? They're not called ghosts, but in layman's term, we be like, I seen ghosts. I used to be able to see them. Okay. Actually, as a child, because I saw my Aunt Gina, but when he was torturing me, he was forcing me, like when he was getting me into the voodoo and stuff. Like I was seeing them then, but then I told them like I don't want to see nothing. I want to pop out and scare me, But I feel stuff around me.
Yeah, Mika B. Into that. Mika B.
Like really, whatever they had you doing, I mean, you would have to look at. I
don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that.
Like however they were teaching you, you have to take.
Because Adria's like gone. She clicked off.
Kind of like I guess a understanding of that in a sense, and like you gotta kind of know it. You know what I mean? You gotta trust yourself in the knowing of what you know and what you see. You know what I mean? So however they were teaching it to you or forcing it on you, dang, that's crazy. That is.
He'd be like, what is this? And I was like, a pickle. How the fuck does she know? They called me a witch. How the fuck she knows a pickle? Because I got tired of them sticking me with shit. You kill me, you hurt me just to death, but don't kill me. Don't hurt her enough. And I remember one voice, it stood out the most. Kevin Hart, I heard his voice a lot. Like, them people are real warlocks and witches.
I believe that. Yeah. I do. Dang. Well, she didn't get back on, so I got a client, so I'm gonna have to go. But I'm glad we was able to just kind of sit down and chit chat for just a second. And again, I'll give you a definitive time for tomorrow.
I really like you. I have one more question. I was listening to your music, right? That what is that beat you have when you like got the affirmation playing?
Yeah.
Why when I was meditating to that, I just started shaking.
Really?
When I was laying in bed, I was like convulsing, shaking.
What? No, I don't know. I do not know. That's the first I've heard it.
That goddamn music.
That's the first I've heard of that. But I don't put nothing past anything. So I don't know. But I would say meditate. Yeah. Meditate a little bit more.
Yeah. How do you meditate? Just close your eyes and listen to the quiet?
Listen to the quiet. You can breathe and play music. Different things like that, honestly.
What you supposed to think about when you meditate?
I try not to think about anything. I try to clear my mind completely. All right. Well, I'm going to go, Miss Misha, and I'll send you over a time and stuff for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Gratitude.
You too.
Girl, I almost fell asleep just now. You thought I was going to ever take you the fuck serious? She got you on Lionel B. She had you because it's the crying and it's a whole bunch of details that's going to sound real until you really dissect what the fuck she is saying. I don't even know why the fuck she would come here and play with me. I don't know why you would allow Wacky Jackie, Jaguar Wright, to put you up to this, because that's what this is. Jackie wants to act like she is single-handedly taking down these motherfucking deviants. What you have done could have really harmed the cases of real victims. You have taken my content, my readings, my stories of dreams that I've had, interviews with Kim Porter, movies, any content like, and you have put them together. You are, all three of you are sick and delusional individuals. There's nothing funny about what you're doing. There's nothing smart about what you're doing. She is admitting to be a fucking pedophile and enjoying it. And you fucking moron, is saying that you murdered some child. Many of them. All of you, all three of you, not to like the whole Jada Kiss group. Like, girl, what? All of you are fucking idiots. I have never known Lionel B to have any bullshit on his platform. I don't watch his shit like that. But I have seen a couple things and I just thought he was more credible than that. And then of course the lady who was shot in her face, in that club by Diddy. She did hers, but the whole time that I was trying to watch it, she was preaching the gospel word of whatever it was to LaMesha, Tamisha, Kamisha, whatever the fuck her name is today, yesterday, and further on. This is stupid. I don't know why you would ever do this shit. I don't know why you would ever bring it here. Let me go ahead and show you that, because if I could have, can I have a couple of my mods come up here real quickly that was in the meeting today? The mods that were in the meeting. And I don't want nobody to ever think this is not even the same complexion as her at all. This girl is tanned. This making her this dark. She's tanned on this table. She is tanned. So that means if she wasn't tanned, she would be even lighter. And then she has the nerve to say, yeah, I used to tell people, yeah, because you were a liar. You've always been a liar. Flash cameras did that? Did it? Great. Greetings, tell me. I said, greetings, tell me how old you were in these pics. I said, also, this profile pic definitely isn't the same person in these pics. Ask me how I know that. Now, I really didn't know that, but I know that. Okay. She said 13. I said, greetings, sweetheart. I have inside knowledge on this person, and that is not you. Are you okay? I said, she was 11, turning 12. I had no idea. I was just saying some shit. That's not you. Not even the same nationality, love. Have a good day. She said, I was in the woods. Them babies. I had them babies. I was with him around 11. I had them babies. She has taken people's stories, real people's stories. How did she get back? They went and took her to the police station, pulled the dildos out that she thought was intestines. There are real victims who have survived this, who have actually gone through this. You was there from 2000, 2001. Then you went back in 2003 and you was there 2004 and 2005. So is this a job? You was hired and these were your years that you worked there? How was your performance? Because this is insanity. No. Maybe the dream you having is misunderstood. What dream? What dream would I be having? I never fucking, like, what are you saying? The dreams, my dreams that you keep saying is your dreams? Now, through all of that she said, why she didn't talk about this? Where is this story at? Because see, this story was never talked about. Her and Allie Carter was locked in a room. Why wasn't this story talked about? What story is that? What story would that have been? If you and Allie Carter was locked in a room together, why didn't you talk about that story? And then maybe Allie would have came out and cooperated or not. But you saying I'm mad because you didn't do, girl, I never expected you to. I knew what would happen if you brought your ass up here, though. You came behind the stage. I was just waiting. Me and my team already knew. Where's the mods at that were in the meeting today before? This link is for one of y'all or for a couple of y'all, whoever was in the meeting before we came on this program today. This was a lot, and it was crazy that, like, you would even bring this to me, but you watch me. Like you said, you watch me, and you already knew what the fuck. You already knew what the fuck. Where are the mods that were in the meeting before we started this? Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing.
Technically, she is taking all of us.
I don't know why the mods ain't coming up. Carbon said he's private. I don't know why the mods ain't coming up.
Girl.
Carbon said he's private.
Okay, hold on, because I'm watching it on the TV, so I'm like, let me just get up here. Girl, what did you need me to do now? What did you need me to say?
Because she said that I only did this because I was mad that she didn't come up.
Oh no, we knew yesterday, love.
Yeah. Oh, Blissful, you wasn't in the meeting, but you already knew this was taking place.
We knew yesterday.
Oh, Darby said he's at work because Darby was in the meeting too. Yeah, everybody knew this was already taking place. It got so deep when I was into my session today. I said I gotta go because it's expose time. I'm getting ready to go and expose these bitches. I
Yeah.
can play that last bit of her session for you and say that because we already knew this was going down.
And was.
I
Oh,
knew they wasn't gonna get up here. They knew better than that.
poking pants.
Wacky Jackie, why would you send them over here?
With these piss poor dialogue stories.
What is it?
With these piss poor dialogue stories.
Like, girl, I had already wrote shit down, girl. I was already prepared for all of the lies you had told. I am so impressed by my memory of all of the shit. You understand me? I've watched this a couple times because I said I'm gonna remember the lies that has been told. And I'm sure there were more that I could not even quite remember because it was just so many and like from beginning to end.
It was a made up production. Oh gosh. This is worse than a hood movie, child, that you would get on bootleg.
And I was talking to Spirit. I was like, they're not gonna come up here. They're not gonna come up here because she already know what's getting ready to happen. If she come up here, that bitch is brave. Because this is giving Legina like a motherfucker. They seen what I did with Legina. I'm not gonna play this fucking game with y'all. Like, why would you think that?
This is terrible. But at the end of the day, she got exposed though. So I mean, we knew yesterday, love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
We
yeah,
knew yesterday.
everybody knows. Everybody knows. Anybody that's in my circle, the fuck knows. At least 7 to 8 of the
Yeah.
moms knew. 'Cause they were,
Interesting performance. It was very theatrical.
yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, girl.
I could not hardly even sleep. Like, who? That's why I don't need girls. Listen, ma'am, this was happening, and we knew it was happening.
Girl.
You didn't. I was. She wanted me to help her to remember Aubrey, and that's what was getting ready to happen, bitch. I was gonna help you to remember. You are a liar. I could
Where,
not even.
where's everybody else? Y'all is not gonna leave me up here by myself and this multiple people that saw this clearly before
Charmy,
today.
I don't even know if Charmy was on here. Charmy was in the meeting. I don't know who the one lady was that was in the meeting because I don't know her by her face. Darby, Adria was in the meeting. Carbon said he's driving. Tangi was in the meeting. I don't know where they are. I don't know.
Well,
Adria said she's driving. Lisa wasn't in the meeting, but Lisa knew because we talk every day, damn near. Chaz, yes, Chaz, you was in the meeting.
Greetings.
Chazzy.
Greetings, Chad.
Greetings. What's going
Yeah,
on, guys?
Chaz was in she said that I only did this because I was mad because she didn't come up.
The lady that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. And if there was any opportunity, best believe you would drop the link. Like if there was any,
She came up behind her in the queue. I wouldn't let her up. I kicked her out of the studio.
Oh, well. I mean, y'all said what y'all said over the phone and everything. So
Yeah, she waited till I started because she was watching and tell myself, I'm on the phone with a lawyer. No, you're not. You're a liar, bitch. And you're not going to come up here and try to divert. Ma'am, this was already happening. I tried to wait for you to get up here so I can do it, but I didn't mind. That's why I said, should I start without her?
She on the phone with a lawyer.
She was on the phone with a lawyer.
What you on the phone with a lawyer for, Val?
Pam knew that it was going down. Pam Hancock knew that it was happening.
Girl.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew.
Pam knew to the point where she was like, okay, Quatita, this is how you should do it. You need to, and then bust her out with it. Okay. Like, Quatita, draw her in.
Yeah, that was
Pam was
good.
giving tips on how I should do this because everybody knew, girl, this was happening, sis.
It was.
I told them I'm going to take dictation with impeccable notes of all of the lies that this bitch has told.
Girl, we really didn't even want her to give you that type of attention today.
Yeah,
Listen.
no, they wanted me to do it on a Zoom or behind the stage or whatever, but I'm like, absolutely not. We gonna bust this bitch out in plain daylight on the live.
On the live, honey.
Well, gratitude for both of y'all for coming up. Gratitude to Adria, Carbon, Darby, Blissful, for all of y'all. There are real people who are victims and survivors of childhood molestation and rape, and it's just not fucking cool, bro. Because honestly, you can fuck up this case where the real survivors and victims do not receive justice, and that could be y'all's motherfucking point. Like I said, Jaguar ain't really exposing shit. This bitch is a loose cannon, and she thought she had put together the perfect mod squad of motherfucking deviants that was going to help her pull this off. So whose side are you really working for, Jaguar? Because you and these buffoons put this together.
Screaming.
Not to mention, before I started the live, as I was actually starting the live, Pam said she sent me this. Diddy's victim from viral photos tells all part 2. It said, girl, she say in this video she left with him 9th grade and came and everyone was in the 11th. Now we in high school because see, everybody knew it was happening, ma'am. My niece and my son, you going live already? You went live because everybody knew it was happening. This how deep this was. I was at the airport. I can show you. I didn't text people. I'm like, are y'all up? Aubrey and them was asleep. Lisa was asleep. Pam was asleep. I'm texting every. Hold on. No, don't nobody the fuck move. Wait a minute.
We was knocked the fuck out. It was.
But it was happening in real time.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I called my sister from the motherfucking airport. I said, I was actually in Hooters at first. And she was like, I can't hear you. So I was like, okay, I'm going to call you because I was going to call her from the Uber. But then I was like, let me just call her when I get to the airport. So when I got, when I called, I want this girl to answer. When I got to the airport, I motherfucking called my sister. And I told my sister, I said, she's lying, Trish. She's fucking lying. First of all, that's not her in those pictures, and she's lying about everything. She said, you think so? I said, I know so. I know she is. I said, I gotta expose it. I'm talking to this girl who I just called that I was really hoping she was the motherfucking phone. And I'm telling her about it. She was the only person I could even contact. Hey, how you doing?
Hey. Oh, you I'm gonna call you later, okay?
Okay. I don't even know her. Do you understand me? But she had been sending me emails, and I'm like, so she was like, can I send you a message? So she sent me a message to the point where I said, let me just call you. So I said, I need to talk to somebody. That's how real this got. I said, I got to talk to somebody because this girl is fucking lying. She's like, the P. Diddy girl. Yes, the one who just did this. She's lying. It is not her. I have to tell somebody. I got to talk about this. Like I'm talking to her. She's a goddamn stranger to me. I needed to tell somebody. Look. I'm talking to her. I'm telling her, look, my soul told me all day Jaguar Wright is behind this. She texts Jaguar Wright loves me because I fucking knew it. I knew. I mean,
listen, diabolical.
I could not. I had to tell somebody. Anyway, gratitude, Chaz. Gratitude, Obs.
You're welcome.
Gratitude. Call me
Now
later.
my soul feels good. I'll call you later.
Okay.
My soul feels good. I have been free and released. Okay. I love y'all. If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, baby, it is a motherfucking duck. Please do not come over here playing with your motherfucking bullshit. Go play with your pussy and not me. Okay? Gratitude the fuck tude. Gratitude. Solitude. They were.